Oh, first of all, I love Onepress readers. And then second of all, I want them to lead an inspired life. I want them to do what they feel in their heart is for them to do. I want them to be happy and prosperous. Absolutely, I believe in miracles. I'm living a life of magic and miracles, and I believe everybody can. Well, it feels wonderful, obviously. The fact that I have the power through my books with Onepress to inspire people to change their own lives is something that makes me feel exhilarated by life itself. If you really want something and you're clear with your beliefs about it, you will attract it. So yes, that's true. It took me 30 years to find the attractor factor. It was through a long period of trial and error and struggle and desperation. But 30 years later, I put together the formula in my book, The Attractor Factor. I don't think there's anything we cannot attract because I'd be putting limitations on it if I imagined that. And I believe we live in this limitless world. So I don't think there's anything that we can't attract. No, you cannot use the attractor factor for a bad cause. There's a built-in safeguard that will prevent you from using it to hurt yourself or anybody else. Ho'oponopono goes way beyond the attractor factor. It's the most magical and incredible story I've ever come across, and it was my great joy to write about it in my book, Zero Limits. Well, that's a big question. I wrote about this in my book, Buying Trances, which is published by Onepress. And it's the idea that everybody is focused on themselves. When the seller focuses on what is in it for the person who wants to buy, you put the person into a buying trance at that point. No, I think the seller has to put the buyer into what's called a buying trance, but this isn't anything mystical. What you're doing is caring about your customers and clients so they want to do business with you and give you money. Traditional marketing is very manipulative. But hypnotic marketing and hypnotic writing is all about paying attention to what your customers and clients are really wanting in their heart. I'm redefining marketing in a way that's based on love and respect. I love hypnotic writing. There's a lot to it, but here's a couple thoughts. The first is tell stories. When you tell stories, you engage the listener and you get your message to go into their unconscious mind. You can speak to them in a non-invasive way when you tell stories. The second thing is to focus on benefits, meaning tell the customer or client what they will get from using your product or service, and they'll be more inclined to give you money for that product or service. I would say Apple does. Apple with the Apple computer and the iPhone, They are engaging us with stories and with benefits and with cool ideas that speak to your heart. Oh, absolutely. Anybody who's interested in hypnotic marketing or hypnotic writing should be on a non-stop course of self-improvement. They should be reading all of my books. They should be studying these and implementing these techniques, because the more they educate themselves, the more money they will make in the marketplace. That's a big question, and I spent a lot of time writing books to answer it. The easy short answer is the subject line in an email is like a headline on an advertisement. If that subject line doesn't create curiosity, nobody will open it. You have to start there to get them to open it. Make sure that message is focused on the person. Most people are trying to deliver a message that's focused on their business. And what you do instead is to focus on the message being of appeal to the person who's going to receive it. The traditional rules of trying to manipulate the customer by getting them to buy no matter what is no longer valuable or valid. What you want to do today is respect the customer and sell them something they truly need and want, and only sell something that you believe in your heart, so you'll feel good about the sale and the person buying it will feel good about spending their money.